No beach because of that. Oh well. Ooh, the water looks a little dirty. Oh yeah, it definitely looks dirty. First cast of the morning. Oh, let's see who's in. Cindy, welcome in. AJ, welcome in. I just got down here. I was going to go to the beach today, but as you can see, that's all on the beach. And it's probably already raining over there, so we didn't want to sit in that. So I'm going to fish the dock for a little bit this morning. I'm supposed to get some of this rain, though. But we shall see. Oh, I really have to lube this friggin' thing. Maybe I'll do that today. Water's dirty. Even in the shallow stuff, you can barely see the bottom. Oh yeah, man, it'd be really dirty down there. Welcome in, everybody. Is that NCM? Welcome in. I'm sorry I can't read that. Jackson, what's up? Oh, Jason's your brother? You said Jason or Jackson? Jason Day? I like his crazy little butt. He's crazy. Something wrong with him. I like him. Welcome in, AJ. The beach is crazy today, guys, so I'm not there. Jackson, what's up, buddy? We got a lot of storm moving into the... Ooh, hit some bait, I think. We got some storms moving in pretty heavy today, though, guys. So I figured maybe I could jump on it before they show up. Maybe I might grab something cruising through. We'll see. Oh, this thing needs some help. It's a brand new reel, already grinding. Oh, I'm already feeling drops. Might come faster than I thought. There's bait here, so there could be something slipping around in here. Oh, it's definitely getting ready to start raining. I felt the drops already. As long as it ain't got lightning, I ain't gonna run unless it's hard. Nobody wants to get pounded by hard rain. That's not fun. We gotta hear the friggin' Quakers again. The parrots are down here again. Just in case. What's up, man? Jackson T, welcome in. Sylvester Latham, welcome in. Thanks for joining me. Just gonna cruise this dock this morning a little bit because I got rain definitely moving in hardcore. It's like all the way around me. It's pretty wild. And out front, you got these ones on the beach. That's why I'm not there. And you can see that it's already raining over there. Oh, ran into something. Yeah, it's even dirty in the shallows. Look at that. And that's like just above the ankle, maybe. Yep, we're back to our normal color of the summer. I got some tires that are supposed to be right out there. They like to hang out in. Nope, nothing. Nothing on them today. Damn, it looked rough down that way, huh? I would have gone to the point, but it looks like it's even closer to that, so I'm glad that I didn't. Oof, that would have been rough. Nowhere to hide either. At least I got a gazebo to run to if I get stuck this time. I'm on. Oh, I'm on. That's not a small fish, guys. I gotta get in. I'm definitely on. All right. Come on over here, guy. Come on over here, buddy. Get away from that. What are we? What are we hooking up on? Come on. What did we hook up on already this morning? Oh my God, what is this? Is this like goatfish? I must have popped him on top. He's not even eating it. This is a weird catch. So I think this is one of those goatfish everybody was talking about. Look at this sucker. Look at this weird fish. I thought he was running weird. I hooked him on the top, guys. Foul hooked him. Sorry, I know you're staring at the water. Well, I'm definitely in the water now. Might as well stay in here. So let me give you a better look at what weirdness I just caught. Oh, this is super weird. So, oh, he's got really sharp freaking gill plates. Let me pull you up, guys. No. Let me get him out of you first. All right, let me try to get all this stuff out of him. But this is the weirdest catch. And honestly, guys, I don't know what he is. Striped Mahara, a massive one. He's not small. Goatfish? I'm not really sure. Definitely different. Anybody have any idea? Weird fish, dude. A sand bass? To be honest, I don't know what the heck that thing is. I want to say I get them in smaller form. Let me get a really good video of them because I kind of want to look them up afterwards. That's a super weird catch, huh? Look at that crazy dorsal fin. All right, let's get him back in the water, though, because I'm definitely not eating him. I don't know what he even is. He looks like he might taste fine, though. Look at the size of those eyeballs, bro. Later, dude, I'm going to let you go because I have no idea what you are. I feel like I've caught them in my cast net, but it's much, much smaller. Well, now that we're in the water, let's go play. Super weird catch, man. Maybe it's going to be one of them weird days. Nope, I've never really seen one of those guys, to be honest with you. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, kind of, but we don't have them in here. Badass, welcome in, too. White bass, sand bass, came in freshwater. Yeah, I'm definitely not in freshwater, though. That's a saltwater fish all day. I just going to have to look him up. It might be a goat fish. There's a small possibility it's a goat fish, but I really don't know. It's definitely going to try to pee on me today, though. That was a weird catch, though. My first on that thing. Well, that got the heart pumping this morning, guys. What do you think about that? That was a good start. Don't know what it was, but it was a start. I'm going to go a little this way today. The Fisherman's Lodge. Welcome in, man. Welcome in. Good morning. We already caught some weird stuff. I don't even know. It wasn't by the mouth, though. I kind of foul hooked them on top. It was weird. I've caught them in my net, I would say, but smaller. So that was a pretty decent sized one, I guess you can say. What up, brother? How you doing, Nate? I caught some weird stuff today, man. I'll have to I get a picture out of it. I'll get a screenshot of it and show it to you. You might know what it is. Had stripes and everything. It was weird. Kind of looked maybe like a goat fish. I'm not sure. But he wasn't small. He was pretty big. I need to lube this thing up, man, badly. It was different, I'll tell you that. It was definitely different. Good morning, Ellen. Welcome in. I've been seeing snook hang around this dock specifically lately. Not so much the one I got permission to fish off of. So I'm going to kind of cruise around these legs here. See if I can't get on one before this rain gets me. Nate, you working today? It's looking rough today, bro. Welcome in, John boy. Good to see you too, John boy. We're just gonna cruise around here and check out what's hanging around this dock. Because last time I was on this dock, this side held a whole bunch of them early morning. So we're gonna see if we can't entice one of them to eat my lure. There's definitely stuff hanging around the corner. Oh, there you are, and you're a red. Oh, that was a big fish that just cruised me. A red will eat again. Man, that was a big fish. Dang it. So they're in here, like I thought. That was a big red though. I could see his outline as he kind of cruised by me. Come on. What was under there? Nice little snook, guys. Nice snook. All right, little guy. But we're starting off with some fish here. All right, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out. I know. There's more of you under there. All right, chill out, dude. This guy's angry I pulled him out of there. Ouch, got me. Okay, good. Fair's fair, I guess. I get both of your lips? Dang it. You got both of your lips, dude. Let's see if I can get you loose now. Oh, no. Relax, you got me fingers. You got me fingers. Oh, yeah. So I'm glad. Oh, yeah. Oh, good. He's still on. Oh, man, you rehooked yourself, dude. You're making this difficult, man. This could have been easy for both of us, buddy. Now you made it difficult for both of us. All right, let's get this off again. Let's get you open here. All right, dude, listen. Don't jam this thing in my finger. Alrighty. All right, buddy. Now I can show you guys at least a quick little look at this little snook. There you go, guys. Little guy from underneath the dock. See if there's more underneath it here. Oh, he decided to just hang out on my leg. He's really just sitting there. I guess once he recovers, he'll figure out. Well, let's see. Shall we see what's under there? The Equalizer, welcome in. SK. I know I'm going to butcher this, but Bulby? I don't know, buddy. I apologize. Anyway, thank you for coming in, SK. Well, that's the worst thing that could have happened in there. Nope, I guess I got it out of there. That's sweet, dude. I probably should play the lottery on that one. And that, kids, is why people don't want you around their stuff. There you go. Much better. Much better. Okay, so there was only one on there. But it was something. The equalizer knows my real name, so that's kind of cool. Oh, you must have looked at my bio, unless I said it. Anyway, I'm doing pretty good today, sir. I just started a little bit ago. Let's see, I've been on for a total of 20 minutes. I've hooked a weird fish, which I've caught in my net in the past, but I've never known what it was. It has stripes. It's crazy. It's like the first few minutes of the actual thing. And I just pulled a snook out from underneath of that dock, so not too bad start, not shabby. So if I pulled that little guy out, there's probably a bunch of these little guys cruising in here in like a school. It's usually what they do. Like smaller schools, like 3 to 4. I've seen them in larger schools, but most of the time when they're that small, they're usually 3 or 4 hanging out together. I've seen them in bigger ones, though. We're going to peruse around this little... Oh, what was that? I'm going to peruse around this outside of this dock, because like I said, I've seen them in here pretty large. Oh, that's another day. That's why the bait's all in here. They're bouncing it off the bait. Hey, thanks a lot, Equalizer. I appreciate that. Back Mountain, welcome in, sir. Welcome in. So far, I got 1 catch and 1 weird foul hook, but he was definitely a weird fish. Made me get in the water for him because he was running so fast. He had some wheels. There's definitely bait in here. That's the line going the opposite direction is going to be the bait. I just ran into some. So there's something in here chilling. Did I catch the bottom? I ran into something in there. J-Fish, good morning. Not too bad start, man. I'm kind of just in here until I get chased out by the rain. That's why I'm not on the beach. I would have been on the beach this morning. That's what my wife wanted to do, but she didn't look at the weather at all. Yeah. So when I asked her, last night or yesterday, hey, so what's the weather going to be doing like tomorrow? I never looked. I'm like, we're going to the beach and we don't even know what the weather's like. So we didn't go to the beach. I looked at the weather. I was like, it looks like it's supposed to rain. Oh, man. Slipped off my stinking finger. Oh, that worked out better than I planned. Well, I'm already in the water. I might as well peruse all these docks on this side. I don't usually do this side. I usually go south. So let's go north today. Let's go see what's over there. Still close enough to run out or at least hide underneath of a dock. Well, let's peruse this area. We don't do it often, so let's do it. Let's hope we find another really big, this is where I found my really big trout, really, really big one. My 28 came from this side. Looks like 2 tires in there, maybe. Let's go check this other docks we don't normally hit. In fact, I don't know if too many people that fish this area. Golly, man, look at the beach, guys. We would have been further up this way, but that's moving down the beach. That could have ended the whole day. It's funny. Oh well. Thanks, Tom. Welcome in, buddy. Good morning. Well, that was a big fish that I just scared. Let's see, I'm sure it went that way. I definitely scared something in here. That was pretty big. Penn Murray, welcome in. And I am absolutely at the Florida East Coast. Still in the same spot I usually fish, to be honest. I was going to go to the beach today and fish some beach, and that didn't pan out. And then going to the spillway wouldn't pan out either way, because that puts me out right on a dam, kind of. So it's not ideal for weather like this. I will get my way out there, though. That spillway is going to happen. I think it sounds fun. It's something I actually looked at a couple times to go ahead and try. I haven't yet to do it, though. So maybe we'll get to it this week. It's horrible. I'm fishing in saltwater, Penn. I kind of like it. I really like this saltwater stuff, this inshore. So this is one of those sunken boats I was talking about. It's a pretty good sized sunken boat. Good portion of it's under the sand now. I'm really hoping for a nice trout this morning, to be honest. I haven't had one of them in a while. It's upsetting when I don't catch them. They're a lot of fun. Bream is all you found, huh? That's the weirdest looking fish for saltwater. Thanks, Jackson. Oh, Tom, it was nasty down here yesterday. Equalizer, no, we don't see stuff like that very often. The gators, yes, not here though. I don't see them in this hardly ever. Once in a blue moon, you might see one or two, and they're usually near like a freshwater dump in. So some of these feeds, like some of these rivers that feed, or canals or creeks that feed them, are gonna feed it with fresh water. So kind of in the changeover, you'll see them, and then sometimes you'll even see them in the ocean. But to be quite honest, you hardly ever do. But they get in there. But we do have saltwater crocs, and they're more south though. And there is one that hangs out actually at the Sebastian Inlet. On occasion, he'll be up on the rocks and no one's on it. But I think he goes south every once in a while too. I don't think he stays like directly up in here. Welcome in, Half Century. God's honest truth. Welcome in. Yeah, I understood you. God's honest. No, Tom, not invasive. We have a saltwater croc actually that lives here in saltwater, and more like the Everglade area. You'll find them a lot more down there. Definitely in the Keys, supposedly, too. I didn't see any when I was down there, but they have like a sanctuary set up for them. So they are not invasive. They're a native. I wish these guys had some lights on theirs, man. It would be really good fishing from here. Let's see what's hanging around this thing. Good Lord, it's looking rough out there today, guys. Anybody down for a boat trip? Thanks, guys. Honest. Yeah, I agree. There's going to be a lot of it is going to be media hype, but there's definitely some invasive problems going here. I don't know if they necessarily destroy as much as they say they do, or they just kind of adapt and move in and kind of become a new species of the area. I'm really kind of up on that and do a lot of studying on it, to be honest. So it'd be more my opinion than actual some, substantial actual evidence. It would just be my opinion at this point. Haitian fish. What's a Haitian fish? Yeah, that's what I heard, Tom. I heard they're delicious. The snakehead and all that. I hear they're really good eating. I heard it does do quite a number on our populations of certain things, though, but I don't know how true that is. Oh, that was a fish right there, though. That was a big fish. Because I think this thing gets, it's got oysters all over it. So it kind of became like an oyster bed. So fish kind of cruise it for food. A lot of reds will cruise it, I'm guessing. Here comes that wind. Yeah, that's what I hear. God's honest, I hear they're actually, they pay pretty high dollar for them. So, I mean, as much as it is an invasive, unless it's destroying some other population, I imagine it wouldn't be bad to catch them. I understand they get pretty big too. Is that true? How big does a snakehead actually get? I mean, what's the largest one you've caught? Well, they've been here for like 20 years, so did they take over? They've been here a very long time. Snakeheads isn't a new problem, right? Snakeheads have been here for a while. They've got a pretty good hold of population. Really? We caught one 8 years before they were supposed to be in our river, and that was 2013. Yeah, I know a lot of people that still do that, Jay. A lot of people kill those. Yeah, it's exactly. And they make pretty good money on those too, actually. Yeah, that's definitely showing up here, guys. There's zero chance that that's not coming. Well, that stretches all the way across, goes into the inside. We'll get hit with some of that. Dang, what is up with this finger today? My fistal finger's no good. I keep slipping off. I have no idea. Thought I heard a top water pop, but I think it was a fish flopping out. This dang wind's gonna make it tough to get up under there. I'll try. Gotta find the right one. Good Lord. So they get pretty big then, huh? Hey, 50 cents. Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Hey, Jackson, welcome in. Yeah, you're not joking, buddy. That storm is definitely coming, too. That is not going to be just rain either, so we're going to play as long as we can. See if we can't pull something else under here before that gets here, but I'm pretty sure that it's dropping my barometer, barometric pressure. I want to fish an area where they're going to be, because they might eat right now pretty heavily. I'll give it a shot. Let's see. Ooh, it went up in there. That's a nice spot. This water's not too deep. I thought it was a little shallower or cleaner over here, guys. For some reason, this water's a little more clean. Almost wrapped up. I can't shake it free. All right, what do we got here? This is a taller dock. Yeah. You like to fish for invasives? That's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, the croc's not invasive. That was something weird. It was a big thing, but I don't know what it was. Slip this down further in there, maybe. Yeah, like that, like that, like that. Nope, there's nothing under there. Oh yeah, let's get a good look at this storm, guys. Oh yeah, that's coming. It's got a while before it gets to me, although this wind is pushing it pretty quick. What do you think about that, huh? That's definitely lightning in that. Yeah, that's a good looking storm. Oh yeah, you're not joking. I figured it was, Aaron. I figured it was. Hey, welcome in, Ashley. Long time no see. How you been? Yeah, I figured it was down over there destroying south. There's not a lot of barnacles on them. It's kind kind of wondering if it was a decent little spot for a sheephead. It was it's easy to get to. Alrighty, next we'll walk through here, we'll go down the backside, and we'll start moving down the side of this towards the front. That storm's probably going to give me like an hour or so. Since this is one of my neighbors, I like to look every once in a while to see if there's anything crazy going on with their docks. Anything that's bad, like broken or rotted. Most of the time it's just minor stuff, but I look anyway. Good morning, Dorothy. I hope everybody's having a great day. Oh, baby, that was something I ran into or tried to eat it and missed it. Dang it. That was bigger than a little snook. I like the point because all the docks are so much closer. The flats really doesn't interest me. Every once in a while I catch things on them, but most of the time I'm just casting at empty water, you know what I mean? Well, I tend to move up towards the front of when I usually do this. I find that when I find most reds and snook will travel like the first thigh deep water up to that deep from the edge this way, like maybe 5 foot at the most, but they try to stay within close to that. I don't know why, but they stay close to that bank, and they'll cruise the bank down until they find something they want to cruise off with, and then they just up and down the docks. It's kind of interesting, but it's kind of the little highways up towards the front, and that's a lot of times where I'll catch them. Just cruising that, I guess you could say, the predator highway, because that's kind of where they just chill. I found them with their backs sticking out of the water. Yes, ma'am, it sure can. I know that for sure. Once I see lightning kind of popping off, my day will be over. But if it's not, no point in running. Water's not hurt me. It's the sun that messes me up. There's so much stuff buried underneath of this sand, man. If Hunting Hound was in here, I'd tell him I found another boat. Oh, there you go. Come on, take it. Don't tap. Oh, there you go. What is that? Am I running into bait? I might be running into him, guys. Oh, man, I had to stop. I must have ran into something. Oh, dirty? Nope, I'm good. That fish just jumped into my line. I felt it. least it's pushing away from the land. Oh. Right, Ron? I'll tell you what, I think this page would be a lot bigger if I could walk on water. This dock is like pretty much dead all week, and then the weekend hits, it's owned by like some kind of little yacht club or something. But and then a weekend, this place is jam-packed. It's got freaking cars everywhere. But before that, what is this? A boat? I don't like stepping on them when they're upside down. Yeah, that's an upside down boat. But they also dredged this area. Let's go around this boat. All right. I think they dredge this area out every once in a while to get these bigger boats in and out of here. Ugh, this side's always got a lot of stuff in the water. Let me see what you guys are saying. Walks on water. On. Unfortunately, I'm not that good yet, so I'm still working with walking in the water, guys. Oh, what was that? Something took it. See, this is also a decent little spot. As you can see, that little guy right there, that's all fresh water that pumps off when the fresh water comes in. And for some reason, the snook will sit right around here and eat all kinds of stuff that comes out of there. That sucker's moving a lot faster than I thought it was. All right. Getting closer to a dock at least. I'm really shocked at all. Whoa, what the hell, dude? That friggin' stingray, and I shook my feet and he took off towards me and then hit my friggin' foot on the way past. That's why I said, what the hell, dude? Wish it was deeper under that. Look how fast that storm moved, guys. It slid already to the beach. It's already over there. Yes. There's bait in there. I'm running into stuff. Come on, baby. Be in one of these little spots. Mohammed, welcome in. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I push the envelope pretty much every time I'm out here when it's like this. I know it catches fish, man. That's why I'm out here like this. It's like this, dude. It does catch fish. I sure wouldn't be here if it didn't. There's another, looks like a oyster bed over here. Other side of that dock. So obviously all these little boats and sailboats and whatnot are all part of this Malabar little yacht club or whatever. Yeah, the waves are even picking up, guys. The waves are picking up, guys. Yeah, it definitely pushed away from me, though. Yeah, it's like quick. Dolphins are out. Just saw one kind of cruising in front. Oh, stingray hole. Following Ghost, welcome in, buddy. Benji, welcome in, welcome in. Thanks, Benji. That's funny. Now maybe we can actually catch another one today, guys. Let's see. Ooh, right into that backside of that wave, huh? That was not what I was looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Use your waders. Yeah, but you're in a much colder environment. Here, the waders aren't really necessary. I mean, you could wear them, but I'd wear them if I was near a marina, definitely. You never know what's going on with a marina. Sometimes those electric things are just dead shorting in the water. All right, keep moving. That storm is definitely closer. The wind has definitely picked up. That one's going to be difficult to get under. I got smacked twice in there, guys. I don't know what it was. Come on. He was in there. He was in there. He was in there. He was in there. What is it? It's a nice... Oh, man. You're a nice size, too, but you're not really fat. Mango, boys and girls. Mangrove. Now I'll get to show you some pretty good teeth on these guys. These guys have some pretty cool teeth. I knew I was something weird the way he was hitting it. Hit it a bunch of times under there. There's probably more like him under there. Probably like a group of them. Oh, chill out, man. I don't want to catch those. All right, chill out. Get him out of your mouth. Alrighty. Actually, let's do this. Alrighty. Now, I can grab him. So, there they look like. I love this part. This is my favorite, dude. I love this little black line that goes right across the eye to kind of hide his whole eye appearance. There's those teeth I was telling you about. Look at those bad boys. Alright, one out, two out. Get you out. There we go. We're unhooked. Alrighty. Let me give you a good look at him. He's a pretty little fish, man. When they actually are eating really heavy, they light up, guys. They turn on like bright reddish. It's a pretty fish, though. He looks legal. But we're not actually fishing for food. But he's lucky today. He's lucky today. I bet you there's another one up under there. Oh, look how close the dolphins are, guys. See, that's their dorsal fin. They're waiting for me to feed them, guys. No joke. They're just slowly kind of cruising, and they're just going to stay real close here. And if I catch something, they're going to come to me. Not what you want to happen. They're very aggressive when they want something. Dang, I almost made it across that. With them being here, though, they may have just turned off the bite. Oh my God, guys, there's definitely more under there, guys. Holy crap, he took the crap out of that. How did you get me all twisted up in this? right, hang on a second here, guys. I'm not sure how that even happened, but it's looking like I got twisted at the end. Give me 1 second here. All right, we're all fixed. But that's 100% means there's more in there. Of course, I'm not fixed now. There we go. All right, that means there's definitely more in there, guys. So don't go looking for fish when you find them. Yeah, there's a lot of them in there. They smack this thing the whole time it's in here going in. Well, that just ruined everything. Never mind. I don't know how I pulled that off, guys. I went right inside that stupid ladder. They're in there. I know they are. Gotta be something else in there. That wood's not making it easy on the outside, whereas where I really want to throw it from. Oh, that's not a bad cast right there, though. Could have been a better one, though. Oh, man, I would kill it in shrimp in there right now. It would be insane. It would almost not even be fair. I'm just trying to get it so it gets a little more time in the water. They're definitely still in there. 100%. Perfect spot right there. Nope. I'll throw a couple more times up in there. They do turn off pretty quick, though. They turn on and off like that fast, guys. Oh, that stinks. I may have lost this one. Yep, they turned off. That's the problem with snappers. They turn on and off that fast. Look at this dolphin just chilling. That's probably what's killing my absolute possibility. It is starting to rain now. So these dolphins will literally just hunt me for fish. See? They ain't going nowhere. They're going to turn circles out there. They just ruined probably this whole spot. I get it? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that spot turned off. Rain is definitely on its way, though. Well, that was fun. VA Grow, welcome in, welcome in. That is true. They are definitely watching me. They are watching me. All right, well, I have a feeling that was a dumb idea, but we'll see. Yeah, they're not there no more, guys. Well. gosh, this little floating dock over here. Let's see what's underneath of that. Minnow Dunkers, welcome in. Fred Rankin, welcome in. Aaron Grosco. It's right on there, Aaron. It's on my, it's actually in my bio. It's Happy Hookr without the E in the hooker. Fishing at Gmail. It's right in my bio, though. You just go on my page to check it out. That was a little weird little fish jumping, so that's a plus. Let's get closer to this side. I'm gonna fish the crap out of this. I don't think there's something under it. I just gotta stay away from that chain in the front. Yeah, not a problem, Aaron. I'm definitely down for fishing though, bud. Yeah, look at these suckers. They're not going anywhere. They're going to just turn circles and hope that I catch something cool. The whole entire time they're down there, they're making all kinds of noise and racket. That's not what I wanted. Come off of that. There you go. That is kind of what I wanted, though. Oh, I fell for rain. Oh, man. Look at that, guys. It's right there now. There she is. She's beating the hell out of that beach. Babe, aren't you glad we didn't go out there? Well, thanks, Aaron, for stopping in, man. Much appreciation there, buddy. Not too bad. It could be better, Jose, but not too bad. Welcome in, buddy. Yep, they're not far. They just stayed there. They're staying around here. So maybe there's enough food in here for them, or they're just waiting on me. All right, let's turn around. Let's head back. I'm going to hit these two docks again, and then we shall roll. That was a nice little mangrove, though. Yeah, Jose, I'm in Florida. She's correct. Thank you. I appreciate that. A little slow this morning, but, you know, I could expect it. Hopefully, I was hoping that it would actually be an explosive morning, but I did catch 3 fish today. Not bad. Not horrible in 1 hour and 16 minutes. I mean, for 3 fishing in 1 hour, that's not horrible. I can tell you, I'll take that. Not a bad day. When I get home, I gotta look at this, my live from today, and pull that weird fish up, man. I'm gonna get a screenshot of that. That's super weird. Someone said it's a bream, but I didn't know we had them out here. Try the deeper sections. Let's go up towards the line. See how there's a fine line for the really dirty water to the deeper water? It's usually just because of the sand. At least the temperatures are low. My God, look at all that rain, man. That is all solid rain. It's just one color straight down. They're getting pounded over there with rain. Would not have been a good day to go out. I'm glad my neighbor said, nah, not for Wednesday. We'll go see if there's anything hanging on the line. Thank you, Dorothy. Burko, what's up, man? Blazing Bees, welcome in. Ken Reed, welcome in. I hope your weather's a little better than it is here. But if not, you're not alone. It's looking like it's actually going to stay over there. I had a feeling that's what it was going to do today. I would beat up the whole beach side. I have no idea what it would have been further in. Alright, yeah, on that line. I can feel that. To my left, I can feel the drop off as I'm walking it. A lot of tarpon will actually run that line. They won't come all the way in unless they're like babies or little chickens or whatever, peanuts. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick, bro. Yes, he's correct, Ken. I am on the east coast of Florida in Space Coast area. There's a few other YouTubers out of this area. Yeah, I hope you feel better, bees. Oh, well, Ken, I'm definitely not there. I am way far south of that. Ontario's cold, man, isn't it? Is it chilly right now even? Probably not to you, but to me, it'd probably be like my winter. So maybe I could find something hanging in deeper water, you know? Oop, wasn't paying attention to that shot. I wonder if Big Boy went back to his dock. We will check that spot before we head in. I'm actually going to go to the other side of my dock as well, I think, today. As long as it don't start raining. Well, to be honest, I didn't even have intentions of getting in the water, but caught that first fish. It was a little bigger than I can handle off the dock. Bouncer, welcome in. Oh. True story, Bouncer. Whatever bites is fair game. But I am specifically trying to catch a trout today. So far, I've caught mangrove, something weird, and a snook. So far, not what I'm actually aiming for, but I like catching all those anyway. The mangrove was close to 12, at least between 11 and 12. Nice size mangrove. The snook was tiny. And then the weird fish was, I imagine, a large fish of that fish because I've caught them in my net in the past. Now, I wanted to say they were, I think they were scaled. I can't remember what they were, but they had stripes on it. It was a weird fish. I'll have to look it up again. And I didn't bite it. I actually ran into the top of him and hooked his dorsal fin. All right. Good morning, Charles. Yep, the beachside's getting destroyed this morning. At least it's north of the inlet, though. The inlet's not getting hammered. It's not far from the inlet, though. John, welcome in, buddy. That is a true story, Charles. That's why I decided to come on out. I banged out 3 fish this morning so far, so I'm actually pretty okay with that. CFB 3, 2 if you don't count the snag. I hooked up top of a fish and I couldn't figure out what kind of fish it was, so I got some homework to do when I get home. I've never seen that other than in my bait net, and I've only seen them in my bait net when a much smaller size, so that was kind of cool. The osprey went down and grabbed something. It looked like he got it too. I know this dock holds fish, so we're gonna go hit this again. That pile of mess in the middle is actually a sunken boat, and I have no idea what the pipes are. But now it's pretty much an entire oyster bed. That oysters all over it. I tore up one time when going over all the way too close to it. I ended up bleeding that day. Oh man, that's sweet. Hell yeah, John. That's what I'm talking about. You'll be on that boat soon, huh? Couple weeks, you'll probably have that completed. I'll have to ask my neighbor how he did yesterday. He went out on his boat. I was supposed to go, but I had an appointment, so I wasn't able to make it yesterday. I really wanted to, though. But he was in pretty early, so it must have been pretty rough out there. I'm going to ask him later. Man, I am so looking forward to this year's mullet run. God, I'm looking forward to it. I don't come for another, let's see, June, July, August. 3.5, 4 months. I gotta go through all the hot stuff first. Perfect. That's what I'm talking about. Small. I'm glad my shadows left. I had 2 dolphin wanting to shadow me because I hooked a fish underneath of a dock. They ruined the dock. Shut the fish down. They were hitting up until then. Kind of the way it goes though sometimes. I think it's pretty amazing though that they're smart enough to figure out that if they hear the casting and whatnot, they figure out that there's actually a possibility of me catching a fish and releasing it, and they can eat it when it's all tired. It's amazing how they can figure that out. And these storms are pretty big today. That's looking rough right there. Ooh yeah, that right there is looking bad. Even if it doesn't have darkness in it. They're big old clouds. All right. Oh, got some bait. Get out of my chute, dude. I got bait to my left, that's for sure. So the mullet kind of do this weird, like, up and down, and they kind of roll side to side. I'm not exactly sure why they do the rolling, but that's exactly how you find them. If they're not on top, they just do this weird roll, and you see this flashing all over. See, that was the top splash from mullet, but in that pile, you'll see them turn sideways. You'll see the flashing. Yeah, I imagine that's true. I bet that is true. Makes sense to me, Bouncer. Everything seems to be affected by these storms sometimes. Even the fish, they become really aggressive, guys. And then when the storm's here, it'll shut down sometimes. And then as soon as it's over, they're right back to being extremely aggressive. So I'd imagine it probably plays roles on everything. Oh, dang it. All right, let's get close to this end again. Oh, dang it. That would have been a good cast if I didn't wrap it around the end. Sandbar. If we have a change of tide. Water feels like it's pushing in now. Might just be the wind though. Dang it, this thing is not wanting to play right. Oh, good, we didn't tangle up. I would like it deeper, but I guess that'll work. Nothing right now. Yes, it was. It was sitting right there. Wasn't big though, little guy. But I do know they hang out in here because this is the dock I use. Tracy Stout, welcome in. In here, Bouncer, we get bulls a lot. We get quite a bit of bulls, but then there's a certain period of time when we get the black tip that come in here. I've heard of other sharks in here. I know we get nurse sharks, obviously, that come in, but they usually stay pretty close to the inlets. But the bull sharks will come all the way up in here, and then you'll be even in the freshwater, and you'll see them pass a gator. It's crazy. These bull sharks ain't no joke. That's the only shark that's actually pushed up on me. He pushed me hard. In fact, it hurt. Well, let's go truck the other two since the rain's still holding off. That last cloud there doesn't look like it's going to be my favorite. That big cloud looks like it's holding some rain. All right, let's go check these other ones. Yeah, that rain's holding off. Let's worry about it another time. That's a problem for future Happy. Yeah, you know, they haven't bit me or nothing, but they don't play around. You know, they kind of want to know what you are. And I'm guessing the best way to do it is either to bite you or to push you. And he slammed me so hard, he shoved me up against him. So he did it over here and slammed me up so hard, I hit the pilings and it hurt. I knew exactly what it was, though. It was like a giant sandpaper car running into you. Horrible. I've had little ones bump me, but not that bad. I've also had manatees bump me out here, and it's kind of funny more than anything because you can feel it like, what is that? That's weird. And all they really want is your attention. And although you're not supposed to touch them, they won't go away until you scratch them, though, sometimes. Sometimes they crave human interaction. Sometimes they can't stand it. You know, it's kind of weird. What was that? That was something chasing it. Oh, no, it wasn't. I was running through bait. All right. Oh, I don't doubt that, Ron. I don't doubt that one bit. Yeah, Bouncer, you're not joking. Actually, they can get really nasty if you you startle one. I promise you'll think it's a sea monster. Especially if there's a bunch of them together. They start flipping that tail, man. They pop the water up, and it kind of looks like there's a bunch of videos on there. People are like, "What is that? What's going on?" It's really just a bunch of manatees in a cove, and somebody ran up on them on their kayak, scared one. And all the rest of them went defensive, started flipping their tails. But it looks like a sea monster. It don't look normal. This also used to be a really good spot to fish, but we've had a bunch of storms that move in a bunch of sand, and it ruined it. Now you can walk across this section in between here. This used to all be built up. We had a storm come through, and in one storm, it raised the waves big enough to pop all the boards in the whole spot, and then just rebuilt this. But all this is, you're looking at thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of rebuild. It was a pretty mud dock, though, but it used to be a lot deeper in the center right here. Now the sand moved in, and now it's like ankle deep. That's where the snook used to pass through real heavily. So you can catch them like right in here. They would just kind of go back and forth in here. Not no more. They can't get up underneath of this dock no more. Only small ones. It's crazy how one storm changes the whole fishing. At least that's the case in Florida. I don't necessarily know if it's the same everywhere else. Yep, that's exactly what happened to me. Came in, it got trapped in between the two docks, filled in this whole section, and then did the same thing here by my dock, on my neighbor's dock, I should say. Like right about here, there's like a sandbar that kind of runs all the way up to the front of that. This guy had like an outside whole kitchen set up. One big storm, gone. Some of it's pretty much kind of being reclaimed right now by the water. It's definitely getting deep out here again, finally. Thank God. I needed it. The fish seem to be more active when this water gets a little deeper over here. As you can see, we're missing quite a bit of the water. Normal line is literally like right here on this guy. I'm loving this. Loving the sun's not out today. I like that. I just found a bunch of bait. I just ran into a ton of fish. Northern Lights Angling, welcome in. What kind of fish we got here? We've got a saltwater variety for the inshore. So inside of here, we've got snook, reds, trout. Something's eating in there. I just saw it happen. Snook, trout, reds, tarpon, mangroves, stuff like that. So your more normal Florida inshore variety. Tarpon probably being the largest of all the species. And then down from there, snook and reds can be pretty much neck and neck on size. Trout don't get huge, but a 28-inch trout is a large trout here. That's a very large trout. That's a nice gator trout. I might cut through here so I don't get blasted out in the middle, though. I'm gonna shoot through here so they don't see my legs. I think there's fish out there eating on the bait in the middle. See what I mean? Like I stepped straight up and now I'm ankle deep. It just gives me an opportunity to come in through the backside so nobody can see my legs. I do have some size of tarpon, but I'm gonna have to go further south, a little further, not much, not too much. I don't usually catch them right here though. In the fall you will, because they're chasing all the mullet. But right now they tend to be in their little pockets in this area at least. The snook are definitely going to be your larger species right now. You can get into some pretty big reds too. I just got a 28, 29-inch red off of the point. Oh, ran into something. Oh man, there's a lot of bait in here. I just hit a bunch of it again. That could be good and bad. I do. I try to, Jay. I try to, Jay fish. Oh, that was a nice fish. I bumped him. I probably scared him, though. Not sure what it was. Anyway, yeah, I love fishing this area, and I do enjoy it. Okay, no problem, man. Bouncer, where are you again? You're on the Midwest, or is it, or the West Coast? I can't remember. Yeah, I took my meds this morning, babe. Here comes that rain. I feel it. It's already spitting on me. DJ Diamond. This is the east coast of Florida in the Space Coast area. Corey, PA, huh? Okay, you live in Central PA. Okay, you live in PA too. All right. Yeah, it's not going to be hot here today. Today is going to be a perfect temperatures, 75 to 78 at most. No sun, no. But I'm okay with that. It doesn't bother me not to have it. Let's see if anything's hanging out on this side. Let's go flip inside here. Play Linda Beach. Interesting problem. A client of mine purchased a house by Port Everglades. What do we do? Sorry about that, guys. Oh no. Not play Linda Beach. Nope. Nice try though. No, I don't go to Play Linda, but you obviously do if you know where it is. And I'm not that close to the launch facilities, but nice try though. DJ Diamond, moving back, are you? I moved here 15 years ago. I've been here ever since. Nothing hanging out in here this time. Let's go towards the end. A little deeper out here. A lot of stone crabs hang out in here, guys. Tons of them. When the season comes around, I'll probably come out here with a bag and some little pinchers. You just kind of pinch their leg, or pinch their claw, and then they release it on their own, so you don't destroy them. If you start trying to rip them out of them, you actually take meat with it. You end up killing the crab, so it's not the goal. All right, let's go out here. There's a lot of broken off pilings in here. I gotta pay attention in here. Oh, is it a good place to fish? I don't know, man. My buddy accidentally walked out there, told me there was a whole bunch of like men out there, heavy set men, and they were all naked. And I was like, where? He's like, Play Linda. I'm like, nope, not going there. That's not something I'm looking to go see. Yeah, my brother-in-law told me a story about him taking his kids there because he thought it was just a regular beach. I got a good kick out of that one. That one made me laugh pretty good. If you know my brother-in-law, it's definitely not a place that he would want to be. So when he told me the story, I know his shock level was probably way overboard. All right, let's give this guy a little shot today, huh? If you watch my channel, you know that there's a snook that hangs out on this log here often. I've only been able to hook him. He always either breaks me or something along those lines. Like he just knows how to run it. He goes straight out away from me and then banks a left and wraps me in that pole every time. But I keep coming back to keep trying. What's giving up all about, you know what I mean? Nobody wants to hear that. So I try all kinds of tactics to try to get him to come around it, but every time he hits it, he goes the opposite direction, I think. So eventually I'll get him out of there. But right now it's more of a I lose lures on his face. He's probably gotten like good 5 or 6 lures, and I don't know how many hooks he's broken off on me. All right, let's go towards the back. So I like to hang out just off of this as well. I see some shadowing. I'm not sure if something came rolled into this night or what. So I'm gonna try not to scare whatever it is and come out this backside. I actually don't know where that. I know it's up north, and I know it's up by like Titusville area. That Play Linda. What's on the beach is old people though. So to be honest, that's what I was told. There's no like young people in it. It's just like a group of old people, bunch of group of old naked men, from what I understand. Oh, ran into something heavy. Oh, something's in there. Something's in there. Well, let's see if we get a better angle. Longer casts. Yeah, unfortunately, Jay, this lure doesn't give me that possibility. Maybe if you use a heavier plug, you might. Yeah, you're right, Jay. It would be. I'm not really trying to cast all that super far anyway. I get into the areas I need to get into. You're right. It doesn't have a lot of weight to it. I kind of did that on purpose, though. Smaller. Tends to catch a lot more fish for some reason, and they're finicky. They don't really want to bite. For some reason, they'll eat that smaller bait that just kind of came through. Easier for them, I guess. I'm not sure. I do have paddle tails that'll throw me out really far, but just because I'm all the way out there doesn't mean I'm going to catch anything, you know what I mean, better. Most of the fish that I'm looking for are basically going to be as off the bank as far out as somebody's dock. Really, to be honest, you're not going to catch a ton of snook, reds. You might catch some trout out there, but you probably won't catch reds or snook out there very often. You should get on one of those islands over there. Like that island right there, that's probably got snook on it. He's going to find a deeper side where it kind of like drops off and you fish around it. I get broke off in here a lot too. There's a lot of big boys that cruise in here. But they go right for those pilings. They're not stupid. Good morning, Jason. How you doing, buddy? I'll take your word for it, W's. Yeah. My luck, I'll go out there to go find out. It's just a whole bunch of gay dudes out there hanging out, not bothering me, you know? It's like, oh, yeah, this is what I want to look at all day. I hear it. Might be somebody probably living up in the shrubberbs. It'd be funny as hell. That's really funny. Bottomless chaps. Nice to see you too, John. John boy, I am still fishing this area. I'm probably going to fish it for a little bit longer. I see some kind of nastier stuff moving in. Oh, deeper hole. Moving in, so we'll play around here for a short period. I'm not going to go much further though, to be honest. I'm not going to run down there to those docks or anything. I was supposed to be on the beach today. Thank God we're not. That would have been absolutely horrible on the beach. We got drenched by that monster storm right there, that one in front. I might do a lure change real fast. Kostash Mihai. Welcome in, welcome in. Stephanie Snyder, welcome in. South Carolina, very nice. We're in Florida. Antonio Carlos, welcome in. Later on, Jackson, time for to make the donuts. I'm starting to think it's almost breakfast time. Really didn't see a whole lot today, fish-wise. Well, at least we caught something. I had my hands on some pilchers so I could do some of this triple tail fishing. Alright, nothing on the rocks. Yeah, not even the bait's in here today, guys. That's kind of weird. Well, there was something there hanging out, but I don't know what it was. That was something. Yeah, I would have thought that, Jay, though, I would have thought that they would have brought on some bites this morning because the storms are really tearing it up. But they just might not be here. You know what I mean? They may just be at a different location. It's possible. At least I was able to put something on the end of this line. Well, let's go blow up this little spot, see if there's anything hanging in here. Nothing. Yeah, and there's usually something in here. Even if it's like a little mangrove just chilling. Not exactly sure what's going on. But not the best day for fishing today. Oh well. You won't know unless you try. The Dolphins are cruising that friggin' snook dock. The one that's holding a lot of snook this year. You can still see the tip of his little dorsal. You probably can't see it because it's literally sticking out of the water like this much. That's probably the creepiest feeling, though, when you're sitting in the water and he's just kind of watching you and only like a tiny bit of his dorsal fin sticking out, and your whole entire time you're trying to figure out what else is attached to that dorsal fin. Is that rounded? Is that pointed? Is it sharp? Is it, you know what I mean? Like, is it a shark or not? The dolphin can definitely scare you like that. It'll just sit there and watch you. Although I think shark have to keep moving if I'm correct, unless they're laying at the bottom sleeping or whatever. I know they ain't got no backup. Yeah, there was definitely something there. It ran away from my lure, though. Oh, yeah, it's definitely bringing some stuff with it. Oh, well. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. That's Florida for you. Pretty interesting state, man, as far as it goes for weather. If you don't like the wait, if you don't like the actual weather here, it seems like you just wait an hour and it kind of goes away, or it gets worse, one or the other. I see a bunch of bait moving towards me. Yeah, just a dead spot today. It is what it is. Let's walk back to the dock. Try a couple more spots. Well, the bait's in there. I can feel it. Just nothing trying to eat it today. Look at this guy. He's coming closer now. You see him? He's in here. Oh, yeah, bouncer day. Ruining the day, man. Yeah, that's not true. That's not wrong. Sharks haven't keep moving in order to stay alive. That's what I thought too, but I do know that they actually sleep. I understand that they sleep like all the way at the bottom usually. I'm not 100% on that. I do like a weird type of sleeping, and I think they have to sleep in current, so the water's continuously pushing over their gill. definitely bait in there. Just smashed it. I'll hit it again. Yep, there he is, the nice good old dolphin. So I used to do a lot of free diving when I first got here. A buddy of mine showed me how to do it, took me out there in the middle of the night. We'd be out there diving in the middle of the night. It'd be like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you know, pitch black outside. I'm underwater with a flashlight, and then you can hear all the clicks and pops from the dolphins. They make the noises as they're in the area. So I figured out that's how they kill the area. Those clicks and pops allow everything to hear them. And I'm guessing it's their locations, obviously. They're just trying to locate everything. But they'll come right up to your face when you're underwater just to figure out what you are. And then when they do, they just kind of leave you alone and go on their own way. Or take your fish if you have them. I used to dive under and shoot fish, not dolphins, but sheephead, mangroves, When they get in there at night, they kind of get stunned when you put the flashlight in their face. You put a flashlight in their face, they ain't going anywhere. You just shoot them. Quick way to fill up a cooler, though. This used to be a really good mangrove little fishing spot, and then of course the sand ruined it. Anyway, let's take a look to see what's over here today now. That did screw up on that. Best friend John, welcome in. Nice try, turd. Not all sharks. I didn't think so. I thought there was some that can actually sit down inside of like the reef. I remember hearing that if you get down in the reef, sometimes they'll be sleeping at the bottom. And I don't know what kind of shark that is, but I understood that not all sharks do that. Fishing for mermaids today, always. Well, let's fish around this little spot. See if they came back and been behind me. Alrighty. What is that? Something came in from the water. That little blue thing don't belong there. Must have floated in. That's what I figured. It was one of those types of sharks that would sit at the bottom and just be on the reefs and not even move. Just kind kind of cool. $5 if I could do that again. Jason, what are you hanging out on lunch? You on lunch? What are you on, breakfast? Yeah, you're still on break. Or you just letting your other guy work and you just sitting here watching me. That's probably more like it. $123 folks in here. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Let's check this dock one more time, guys, because this is the one that they want to hang out on lately. This thing has nothing for the wind. This is one of my favorite docks to hit during our fall mullet run. They just stack up right there. It's hard to get them out of there, though. They take off running immediately for the pilings. I pulled a couple fish out of here. Hooked a ton, but I pulled a couple of them out. Bouncer says he's friendly. He's being friendly today. Most of the time he is friendly. That was a good cast. Let's see if there's anything in here. Nope. Nothing home. He's okay. All right, 35. Thanks, guys. If you guys don't mind giving me a thumbs up or double tapping your screen, that'd be really appreciated. Really helps the channel, guys. If you don't mind double tapping that screen for me, I'd really appreciate that. That guy going the wrong way on the road? He sure is going backwards. Whoa, that dude was going down US 1 backwards. That's crazy, man. I don't care who you are. That's nuts. These people don't care out here, man. No way you'd catch me going reverse on US 1. I like breathing. You are friendly. I love when you start picking on people, though. It is kind of fun. What's the matter, Bouncer? You think this is going to kill me? I doubt it. What did I hook on the bottom? Off seeds. Oh no, I didn't. That's gross. Those were whelk eggs. Good morning, Rude Mountain. Welcome in, buddy. I mean, what? Yeah, white pickup truck, babe. He went backwards. It looked like he went all the way back to that spot like he was going to try to park. He went all the way backwards from the neighbor's RV park all the way down. I'll get to seeing him, and you're probably here in a second because I'm getting ready to get out of the water here. Oh, did you get mangled? What the heck happened to you? Why did you start doing that? That was weird. Alrighty, guys. I'm gonna call that today. I think today. Walk on down here and pop on out. I think I'm gonna call that this morning. I think I've lucked out because the rain is just on the other side of that. You can kind of see it all fogged out down there. Right on the left side of this little peak here, there's an island. I can see it a little better than you guys can, but it's all rained out right now, so it's definitely pushing up the river. But I would rather stay lightning free. I don't know if it's got any in there, but I'd like to get out of that. So I'm probably going to go ahead and call that a morning. Go take a shower and figure out what's going to happen the rest of my day. I don't believe I have anything planned. Definitely breakfast next. You want something to eat, babe? Starving. All right, let's climb up these rocks. Ooh. And if you think that's a perfectly good working order ladder, it may be, but not for me. I'll make that thing look like a pretzel. There you go, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody coming in. You can see the conditions. Just down there where it kind of gets foggy, that's all rain. So we're going to call it a day, guys. Yeah, beach got rained out, Lord, badly. You want some breakfast? I'm definitely down for that. Me too, Bouncer. It sounds fantastic. Yeah, my wife said beach, never checked the weather. And so when I got home, I decided, hey, so did you check the weather? She's like, no. So I decided to, and it was rained out. So yeah, not going to go there. And I figured, what the heck, I'll just run on the dock because it wouldn't have been a good time at the actual spillway either. That could be pretty gnarly out there, actually. You're kind of out in the open and lightning pops everywhere. So I didn't go for that today. I decided to just play on the dock. Sydney does too. I'm sorry. What up, Chaos? Yeah, I'm about to call it even, man. I'm about to wrap it up. Yeah, it's definitely looking bad today. I mean, it could have been a decent day, but it didn't turn out to be. Thanks for coming in. We did catch some fish, though. Something weird I've got to do some research on. And then a snook and a mangrove, guys. Snook was small, nice mangrove. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Peace.